by the railroad tracks.
No,
No?
it's by just.
All I remember is the rats. The rats. What do we got?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We will call the June 19th meeting of the Common Council to order. I will ask our clerk to call the roll to determine our quorum.
Alderman Oitmeyer. Here. Haas.
Here.
Lightson.
Here.
May.
Here.
Reinke.
Here.
Rote. Here. Vitale.
Here.
Weigel.
Here.
Barzak.
Here.
Shaplesky. Here. It's 10 present.
We have a quorum. Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led this evening by Alderman Oitmeyer.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, move to item D on our agendas. We have one item for public hearing. I'll ask our clerk to read that item.
Bless you.
Resolution relative to determination of special use permit for RSR Services LLC, an existing warehouse / distribution and commercial truck repair facility located at 6036 West Beloit Road.
Thank you. Mr. Stiebel.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just first, I want to draw your attention to an open house for a successful development that has taken place for June 26th. SRS Services, as you may recall, about 2 years, 9 months ago, appeared before the council and obtained a special use. Unfortunately, they have not completed the obligations under the special use, nor have they obtained an occupancy permit for the property. As a result, the special use permit has expired, and it's currently illegal for them to occupy the property. The building department, in cooperation with the city attorney's office, is taking them to court to obtain compliance. They've been to the court on September 20th, December 13th, March 21st, and they'll be back in court again next week. By the way, they are subject to fines of $25 to $500 a day for non-compliance. And that would range from somewhere around, as of today, $10,000 fine to a $200,000 fine. Our goal is to not get money from fines, but we want to get compliance. But we are not going to stop our legal actions should the council decide to grant the special use, subject to some conditions I'll talk about in a minute. But we're going to obtain conformance with our ordinances through municipal court, and if we have to go to circuit court to get an injunction, we will proceed accordingly. We are recommending that we proceed on 2 courses of action. One is the legal course, and the city attorney's office, in cooperation with the building department, will continue doing that. But we will also take a look at, can we work out a way that we can grant a special use and get them into compliance. Should that be possible, we're again recommending approval, some of the things I'll talk about in a minute. But because their function of being a truck and a repair facility, they're a special use under M1, and the hours of operation are the same as they were previously, 6 a.m. to 10, 7 to 3 on Saturdays. There are plenty of parking, but 32 would be technically required. 27 are proposed on-site and with 20 employees. The important thing is that there'll be no salvage yard or outdoor storage on the site other than the trucks themselves. This is an overhead 2015 prior to their occupancy with all these trees at the back. They have now been removed, and some of the work has been done. There's some of the concrete paving is in there. A lot of the area is just gravel, which is unacceptable, and I'll continue to talk about that as well. And we're also needed to get in compliance, in particular, the site and landscaping requirements to beautify the site, particularly on the other side of the site. They're adjacent to, for example, a single-family home, a used car dealer, and a dentist office. So we want to make sure that the landscaping is a suitable transition from this manufacturing area to a commercial residential neighborhood. There's some substantial landscaping requirements that still have not been completed that will need to be completed. One of the options that the owner of the property wanted to wait for next year to do some additional paving. We're going to recommend that we do everything all at once, quickly and completely. Even though they're requesting even until May of 2019, we're recommending that we do not do that, and that any approvals that we should do today, subject to Plan Commission approval of site and landscaping, would be conditioned on our completion of everything. They do have their stormwater pond in, but it's still, obviously, as you can see, it still needs to be landscaped, and all the other landscaping in the area needs to be completed. They have installed the new overhead doors. They're going to be painting the building this summer. They put the windows in, which look very good. They have finally completed most of the building department's interior code issues, so they're getting close from that perspective. But they still have a lot of other things here that they need and want to complete. And even though they're asking to the end of the year, we think 2 years, 9 months as of today is sufficient time to get everything done. And we're recommending that we give them until August 31st. Now, recognizing that that's a short time window, what we're also suggesting is that the council authorize the Department of Development to extend that on a month-to-month basis to expire no later than October 31st. And the department would consult with the mayor and the alderman of the district to see if what we define as substantial progress. But at the end of the day, no later than October 31st. If they are not in compliance by then, we would be recommending that we automatically the special use will be voided, and we will continue with the legal side to require vacation of the site from an operational perspective. The Plan Commission discussed this matter on their May 23rd meeting and held it, and they'll take it back up should the council decide to proceed further. If you have any additional questions, I or a representative of the owner would be glad to answer them.
Thank you, Mr. Stiebel, for the presentation. Are there any questions or comments from the members of the Common Council?
Mayor Devine?
Alderman Rote?
So it's fair to say they've been operating without an occupancy permit since 2015.
That is correct.
And then all paving done this year, because there was discussion about they didn't want to pave the whole thing, that they wanted to put the crushed gravel in.
That was a proposal that we are recommending that you reject.
Okay, so all paving October 31st?
Everything is done.
And then the recourse is what?
At the end of that time period, the special use will automatically be voided. If they're still there, on the second rail, we have the city attorney's office and the building department proceeding forward to obtain a vacation of the premises by whatever legal means are appropriate, such as municipal court or circuit court.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the council?
Mr. Mayor.
Alderman Vitale.
Yeah, I don't really see any, my concern really, what really have been the fact that, this has been lingering for a long time. But the fact that as stands before that, it's been a nuisance building, for the district, for the area. So if we give them until October 31st, I think I'm really not opposing to the idea to pursue. And like I say, if they will follow through now, I mean, I'm in favor. But if something lapses after the October 31st, then I think we should go to the directions that we should follow through. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions from the council? Seeing none, are there any questions or comments from the members of the audience? Please use the podium and give us your name and address for our record.
Hello. My name is Michael Ignashik. My address is 184 West Boulevard Avenue, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So to introduce myself, I'm Steve Ignashik's son. He's the owner and founder of RSR Services. My dad is a man who takes on too many things usually, and he doesn't have the capacity to handle it all. And so in the last few months, I've taken over responsibility as operations manager there, and this project is basically on the top of my list of things I'm trying to get accomplished. So just know that if you're able to work with us, this is something I'm going to be working on a daily basis, and we do have the funding to push it forward. And I also really wanted to apologize to the council and the city of West Allis for dragging this out for too long. We understand you're frustrated with us, but we do want to be in the community here, and we're happy to improve the facility.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks.
Any other comments or questions from the members of the audience? Okay, seeing none, we will close our public hearing. We will move to item E on the agendas, which is citizen participation. This is the chance for residents to address the council on matters of interest to them. Again, use the microphone and give us your name and address. Is there anybody that wishes to address the council under citizen participation? Okay, seeing none, we will close item E. We will move to item F. Our standing committees will be meeting during recess this evening. Those room numbers are listed on your agendas at the top of page 2. Moving on to item G, the mayor's report. Just a quick congratulations and thank you to the West Allis Fire Department on having another successful open house this past weekend. I was not able to attend myself, but all reports I have heard was that it was a good crowd, good weather, good time, and another success. I want to also just mention that, as you've probably heard, the city is working with a committee who is looking to put a dog park in the city, and they are having a fundraiser coming up that I want to put a plug in for. It is going to be on the 15th of July. It is going to be the Dog Day afternoon at Paulie's Pub. They're going to have some fundraising efforts, food, fun, and drawings to help raise money for the dog park in the community. So that's on July 15th at Paulie's Pub on 80th and Greenfield from 12 until 5. Then we'll be posting this on social media and otherwise, but just wanted to put in that mention. That does conclude the mayor's report this evening. Do we have any reports from the alderpersons?
Mayor Devine?
Alderman Weigel?
I know there's been some discussion about auto racing at the Milwaukee Mile, and I know there was a scheduled street drag. It was going to be the second one of the season. It was scheduled for tonight. It was canceled due to the rain. I did talk to the promoter this morning, and I know the issues kind of died down a little bit in intensity and discussion. I've had a couple conversations with the promoter, and he assures us that he plans to operate a safe and well-run operation. I was actually looking forward to getting over there today, and of course, it's always on the third Tuesday of the month, so the next one will be after our July council meeting on July 17th. So I'll be over there after this meeting in a month, checking on it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the alderpersons?
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Lysick?
I move for approval of the minutes of the Common Council regular meeting of June 5th, 2018.
Second.
We have a motion with a second by Alderman May. Any amendments or changes to the minutes? Okay, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. We'll move to item J on our agenda. We will take up item 3 first.
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Lysick.
we have a resolution of commendation for our retiring city attorney, Scott Post. And it reads as follows. Scott, unfortunately, was unable to be here this evening. It says, whereas Scott Post will leave office effective July 5th, 2018, after 30 years of service with the city of West Allis, and whereas during his career, Scott has served the citizens of West Allis as Assistant City Attorney 1, Assistant City Attorney 2, Assistant City Attorney 3, and City Attorney. And whereas prior to serving the city of West Allis, Scott received his bachelor's degree from the University of Wisconsin and Wisconsin Juris Doctorate degree from Marquette University. And whereas Scott served as president of the League of Wisconsin Municipalities Municipal Attorneys Section from June 2014 to 2015, and served as secretary from June 2013 to 2014. And whereas throughout his career, Scott presented a number of presentations at the League of Wisconsin Municipalities Municipal Attorneys Institute on topics including understanding the eminent domain process and ethics for municipal attorneys, co-presented with attorney Bill Weigel. And whereas Scott is an active member of the State Bar of Wisconsin Administrative and Local Government Section, Government Lawyers Division. And whereas Scott is deserving of special commendation for his many contributions through his profession and for making West Allis a better place to live and work. Now therefore be it resolved by the Common Council of the City of West Allis that Scott Post, City Attorney, be and is hereby specially commended for his dedication and service to the citizens of West Allis and congratulated for a job well done. Be it further resolved that the Common Council hereby extends to Scott Post its best wishes for a long, prosperous, and healthy retirement. And I move for adoption of the resolution.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderperson Reinke. I would just like to quickly add, on behalf of my office, that I want to thank Scott for all of his years and his contributions, and he has been respected not only in the southeast Wisconsin area among municipal attorneys, but across the entire state, serving in many capacities, as Alderman Lysick mentioned, with the State League of Municipalities and their Attorneys Institute. Very well-respected guy, and he will be missed. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll move to the rest of Section J. I'll ask for a motion to place item 4 on file and refer items 5 through 7 to the city attorney.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Alderman May, second by Alderman Haas. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We'll move to item K, standing committee reports, Administration and Finance Committee.
Report them out after recess, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman Haas.
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Lysick.
I move that we stand in recess until conclusion of the committee meetings.
Second.
There's a motion and a second by Alderperson Reinke. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are in recess.